Okay, let's graph parabola. Parabola is this function y equals x squared. And let's sketch axis, y-axis, x-axis. And let's graph this function. We plug it in 0 for x. We get 0, 0. Let's plug it in 1, we get 0.11. Plug it in 2, we got 0.24. Plug it in 3, we get 0.393. 3, that's 3.39. Okay, let's plug it in negative 1. Negative 1 gives us 1. Let's plug it in negative 2. Negative 2, 4. Plug it in negative 3. Negative 3, 9. 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 9. Okay, that's parabola. We can connect those points now. And let's find slope of this parabola. Slope of parabola is y prime equals 2x. That's a way to write slope. It's because its derivative of x squared is 2x. And let's verify that that's a true formula. This formula is gonna give us slope of this parabola at any point x. Let's verify that it's true. Make table value xy. Xy prime. So we plug it in x and we figure out what is our slope. Let's plug it in 0.0. 0.0. Give us 0. And let's check this point. So at a point 0 on the x, slope is going to be at this point, point 0 on the x, our slope is going to be 0. And slope 0 means horizontal line. So that's parabola. And at this point 0, this is slope of this parabola. And let's pick another point. You can pick any point x. Let's pick a point 2. And point 2 on the x is gonna give a slope 2 times 2 is 4. At the point 2 on the x, at this point 2, so at this point on parabola, we can find what the slope is, and we figure out, we calculate it's 4. And slope 4 means, you can think of it as a 4 over 1, or 4 is same thing as negative 4 over negative 1. And we're going to graph this slope. So we go run 1 and rise 4. Run 1, rise 4. And you can go in negative direction, run negative 1 and rise negative 4. And now we can graph slope through those points. Okay, so this is our parabola. At this point on parabola, our slope is 4, and that's the way to graph it. And let's pick a different point. Let's pick a point -3 on the x. And point -3, 2 times -3 is, slope is going to be -6. And again, let's manipulate -6 is same thing as -6 divided by +1, or you can think of it as +6 divided by -1. So at this point, at the point -3, we have this point, and at this point our slope is -6. So let's graph it. Run 1, rise 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So for this one, we run 1 and rise -6, and for this one we run -1 and rise 6. So we run out of space, so the point is going to be somewhere here, but that's good enough. We can graph slope through those 2 points. It's good enough. So let's do it. Let's graph this slope, and it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so at a point -3 on the x, we have this point on the parabola, and slope at this point on the parabola is equals to -6, and we can sketch it. We can sketch this slope using this line. Okay, that's good enough.